Well, hello again to anyone that's still interested in seeing these videos. I just finished up my 1 month doctor's appointment and PT session, and this is going to be me talking. Sorry, there's not really much to show. Things are going pretty well. I'll start off with just kind of the critical numbers, right? So I am currently at 130 degrees of flexion, which is equal or past my end goal target, right? So if I gain anything after 130 degrees, it's just butter. So extension, still struggling with that a little bit. I'm at 5 degrees, and my PT told me that it may take a little while to get those last 5 degrees, but I'm intentionally doing my very best to just be very exaggerated in all the movements I do when I extend my leg. When I'm walking very slow, very deliberate, keeping that back leg planted as long as I possibly can to try and stretch that out. In PT today, what was interesting was, we did kind of some of the normal stuff, leg press and going upstairs, well, small stairs, not regular stairs. And that's going pretty well. What was interesting to me is that we did a balance exercise of, feet close together, holding that without holding on. They had me inside the bars, the parallel bars, just in case I lost my balance, which did a little bit. But did balancing that way. Then we did some balancing exercises with one foot in front of the other. First my bad knee forward, and then my bad knee and back. It was very interesting to me that even though I'm still have a little bit of swelling, it's not really super apparent on the outside. It's more something I feel on the inside where there's just excess fluid. But what was interesting to me though was my knee, my surgical knee, my knee replacement. It felt solid. I mean, more solid than my bad knee, obviously, but I haven't felt that kind of rigidity and strength and stability in I don't know how many years. It's been years. But that was amazing to me. Even though the muscles are still strengthening and stuff, the structure of the knee was just super solid, which was it was a surprise to me and a welcome sign of things to come, how strong that was. I wasn't sure exactly how much better, quote unquote, the knee was going to be when I was, maybe 4 or 6 months, something like that. But right now, signs point to really good things, like maybe a kind of strength and stability that I haven't had in maybe 25 years. So a long time. And that was amazing. I mean, this has been a bit of a journey. The last couple days I've been really sore and not sleeping well. Part of it because I am even at home intentionally really trying to push that extension. So I'm stretching it more than it's comfortable for sure. And I think that might be, leading to some of that soreness that I'm experiencing, but it contributes to not sleeping well. Last night, it was the first night I tried to go to bed without any oxy. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Trying to cut off completely, I think is maybe premature. Could I do it? Probably, but I think in just the interest of overall quality of sleep, I'm gonna go back at least tonight to 10, and then maybe by the weekend taper it off to 5 and start. I don't want to be on oxy for a long time. I do have not concerns, but I'm aware, like, at the end of the day, am I noticing that I'm grumpy, or am I feeling agitated? Am I feeling anxious or something like that? In the last couple days, I have been. I was a little concerned that, maybe my body, even though mentally I don't need oxy, but is my body getting too used to it? So that's why I went to bed last night without it. And good to try, because I don't feel like I quote unquote needed it. But it might be a bit premature. But one other thing that I've noticed, and this may be unique to me, it seems like now that things are really healing and that, by and large, all the swelling is gone, boy, the skin right around my knee, on, the inside of my knee, almost feels like the nerves are coming alive for the first time. So it is super sensitive to the touch, to the point where it's uncomfortable. I mean, just, I don't even have to have something touch the skin of my knee to, get that kind of tingly size. Almost like when your leg, like if you ever have your leg fall asleep and that you get those pinpricks and it's waking up and it's super sensitive to the touch. It's almost like that. And it's kind of annoying because I want to massage my knee, but man, that super sensitivity makes it really uncomfortable. It's not pleasant. One thing I've found though is like if I put a wrap around it and then massage it, then that that rubbing motion doesn't set it off so bad. But it's interesting to me. Like I kind of thought that those nerves would be gone permanently, but as they're waking up, they're like super sensitive, and it's not particularly pleasant. But that's it for my ramblings. Nothing earth-shattering here, but continue to improve little by little. Thankfully, I am not one of the 20% that regrets the surgery, that they don't feel an overall benefit from it. Yesterday, this was last tidbit. Yesterday, my bad knee went out where it buckled. I was walking, and then all of a sudden that knee buckled. And my good knee, without even thinking about it, caught me, which was a surprise. I thought I was still in a position where the leg strength wasn't there. And if I would have been warned about that before ahead of time, I would have had a cane or something to make sure I got steadied. But when my knee went out, that leg buckled, my knee caught it. So good things on the horizon. If you're watching this and you've done the surgery, I hope you are too. I hope things are going well. I hope that that you're doing the work at home, because if you're doing PT even twice a week, which is what I'm doing right now, next week I go down to one. Doing the work at home is super important. I will say I'm slacking off a little bit on the icing. And I think I probably wouldn't be as sore if I was more diligent about it. I will say that when I go to do my other knee, I'm going to spend the dough to buy the ice machine that pumps the circulated cold air or cold water around your knee and has that slight pulsing action. Can you ice your knee without the fancy gizmo? Absolutely. And if you can afford it, I'd say get it, because it was so inconvenient. It's kind of inconvenient, right? Because you're always trying to balance the ice pack and making sure that you're in a position where it's comfortable and yada, yada, yada. Whereas having the machine just, put on that wrap and just kind of do your thing. So that's it for now. Again, I hope you're doing well. If you're watching this and you're going through the same experience, just, keep on putting in the work. It'll pay off. Bye-bye.